Today, we're going to take a look at 3 of the most popular Minecraft Biome mods and tell you which one you should install. These mods add a ton of new content, so we aren't going to look at every single biome, as that would take all day. But we will do a tour through some of the best ones. Starting first with the mod with the most installs, we have the Biomes O Plenty mod, Enter Hot Springs biome. Oh man, this looks pretty cool. This area reminds me of Yellowstone. Alright, I wonder, do you take damage going into the water? Ooh. Oh, okay. Alright, let's go cool down in the water here. It looks like you're fine in the normal water, but when you come into one of these areas with the vents, you do take a little bit of damage. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that extra little detail. Oh, there's a shipwreck over there. We'll take a look at it later. Alright, what else does this place have? Man, I like all the little colors here. I wonder, is there anything under these vents? Let's take a look. Doesn't look like there's anything. Okay. This is maximum comfy. Alright, pretty cool. Nothing crazy, but the colors in this biome generate really well. I like the look. It's a nice little area. Let's go take a quick peek at the shipwreck here. Wow, look at this boat. How'd it end up here? I wonder if this mod makes it generate more frequently. Ah no! Don't eat me! Run away! Next up, we have the fungal jungle. I like how it rhymes. So I guess this is where you come if you want to get really high. You know, because there's all these mushrooms around. Ooh, and some dripstone, okay. I see you. Let's get some of these. All these mushrooms will come in handy for making some mushroom stew. Is there anything else though? Yeah, not really. So I looked it up and yeah, this is it. Just a lot of mushrooms, no special mobs, nothing else. So looks nice, but we're gonna move on to the next biome. Super lucky for us, the next biome I wanted to look at, the Mystic Grove, was right next door. Yeah, this is probably the best looking biome that I've seen so far in this mod. Let's go ahead and dive in. Whee! Oh, looks like this wandering trader almost dove in too. Alright, let's take a look here. So there's a nice little lake that generated here, but I think it's just regular water. Yeah, it's just regular water, no mobs or anything, so it's pretty cool. I don't see much, but these trees are unique, so maybe we can chop some of these down. There is a unique and new kind of wood here, magic log. So that's pretty interesting. I wonder, can you make... I guess it's just regular wood, right? So you can make some planks with it. Okay, it's pretty cool. Okay, that about does it for the Mystic Grove. My favorite overworld biome so far. But now, let's go into the Nether. What the f*** happened here? The Nether is way too scary for me to play in survival, so we're gonna be in creative mode here. The first Nether biome we're gonna look at is the Withered Abyss. Here it is right here. It's a dark area with some crying obsidian and glowing purple mushrooms. Wow, Enderman I guess, so kind of a black and purple theme. Take a quick hop over here, see if there's anything else. Nope, just more crying obsidian, purple mushrooms. I guess this is a cool look, add some variety to the Nether, but it's super boring. Only the glowing mushrooms are a real addition. Not my favorite. Let's not waste any more time here and move on to the next one. Next up, we have the Crystalline Chasm. I guess if you're into crystals and stuff, this must be heaven for you. I do like the design and colors here, adds a different vibe to the Nether. So you can pick up some of this quartz here. I think we can. Maybe we have to do it like this. Yes, there we go. Don't come any closer. Alright, not much to do here either, but this biome is a bit better than the last one, and you can get some decorative quartz. Now, let's make a long journey to the end. The end dimension has always been notoriously boring, so it's nice to see some mods try to make it more interesting. This biome here is called the End Reef. It's the only area so far where we've seen them actually add some mobs. I do like the feeling that it gives off. Although, upon closer inspection, these aren't actually mobs, but rather just some blocks that are generating in the area. Either way, it's a really good look. It gives off the feeling that you're looking at what's left of an ocean that has been dried up, so it fits the theme really well at the end. Really nice biome. And now let's take a look at another one in the end. Here it is, the final biome we're going to look at for the Biomes O Plenty mod. This one is called the End Wilds. This area gives out the vibe of a dead forest. Some of these trees have light sources here, others are just dark. It's pretty cool. Let's get a zoomed up look at some of the light sources in the trees in this biome here. Interesting generation. Alright, that about does it for this biome and this mod. Let's get into our review. Here are my thoughts on the Biomes O Plenty mod, starting first with the pros. It's one of the few mods that adds biomes to all 3 dimensions, so it's packaged up really nice for you. Number 2. If you like variety, this mod has a large number of new biomes and they're constantly making more updates. It makes any new world feel more exciting as you don't know what you will see next. And number 3, this mod was easy and fast to install. As one of the more established mods, it's also widely compatible with other popular mods. And then here are some of the cons. Many of the biomes feel a bit dated, and especially when it's generated in a smaller area, it just doesn't feel right. There are definitely some biomes that are more boring than others, the other ones are pretty hit or miss. Some of the biomes overlap with biomes that already exist in the base game and feel repetitive or are just kinda low impact. Overall, it's a decent mod, but let's see how it stacks up with some of the other popular options. The second mod we're gonna look at today is Regions Unexplored. Although not as well known as the other 2 mods we're looking at, it has some rave reviews, and just taking a peek at the screenshots, I was super excited to dive in. First up for this mod, we had the Eucalyptus Forest. Look at this place. I love how the trees look here with all the shiny colors. It's really nice. Alright, let's go ahead and walk around. Oh, that was a big drop, so I need to be a little bit more careful. Ow. Alright, let's grab some of this wood here. Eucalyptus log, okay, makes sense. Yeah, I like it. It's definitely an upgrade to the normal forest we have in the base game. The trees are generated really well here. They have a good density and color gradient to them. Great start to this mod. I really like this forest, but it's time to move on to the next one. This is the Poppy Fields biome. Basically just the grasslands and such with a lot of flowers on it. I think this is one of the rare cases where something was probably low effort to make, but pretty high impact. Wait, I have a great idea. Yes, I love riding a horse through this biome. Feels like I'm in an anime movie. So peaceful. Oh, almost fell in there. I'm a big fan of this biome. It's really simple, but I would love to stumble across this while I'm playing through a game. So, what do we have next? Now, we're going to take a look at the bamboo forest. But you might be going, wait Cloud, isn't there already a bamboo forest in the base game? And yes, you're right, but this mod has its own version of the forest, and it's a major upgrade. Wow, look at this. Reminds me of this movie I saw when I was younger, House of the Flying Daggers, for you Asian freaks out there. Feels like I'm in another world. So there should be some pandas in here. I had to find some before we move on. There we go. Aw, looks so cute. Right, enough of the overworld for this mod. Let's now move on to the nether. When you aren't that great at the game like me, you need to be geared to the gills before you go into the nether. I got all this enchanted diamond gear now. Alright, let's head in. Rah. So luckily for us, we ended up right in one of the biomes we wanted to take a look at. This one is called the Myxotoxic Undergrowth. Have you all noticed that these mod creators love biomes with a lot of mushrooms? Kinda sus. This one obviously has a yellow theme, and it seems like there's some kind of yellow toxic gas in the air. It would be cool if you took damage after staying here too long, but obviously that's not implemented. Overall, this place is so weird and creepy. It feels dangerous just being here, so let's get out of here now and move on to the next nether biome. Right next door, we have the Glistering Meadow. I mean, this biome is just absolutely insane looking. Just take all of this in. I feel like I'm in some kind of messed up Avatar or Elden Ring movie. There are these pink tendrils hanging everywhere, and just look at this view. Yeah, wow. This is really something else. This is the best nether biome we've seen so far, and probably the best biome overall. Let's walk around some more. I saw some hoglins earlier, so we do need to be careful. Rah, die hoglin. Give me your bacon. What an awesome place. It's gonna be hard to top this one. The last nether biome we're gonna look at for this mod is the Blackstone Basin. We have a big area over here with some black and blue colors and some glowing plants on the ground. Although it's out in the open, it somehow gives off a mysterious, underground vibe. Let's walk around here a bit and take it all in. Very cool, very cool. I like the feeling here. Another great nether biome for the region's Unexplored mod. One of the drawbacks of this mod though is that it doesn't add any new biomes to the end, so we're gonna wrap it up here and give our review. Let's start first with the pros of the region's Unexplored mod. The nether biomes and adds are absolutely banger. It also has some pretty standout overworld biomes that add a lot more variety to the game. Most of them feel like they belong in the game and add a ton of new content. The quality of each biome and ad seems pretty high, and it's easy to install with a lot of options. Now, let's talk about some of the cons. The biggest one for me is that this mod doesn't add any end dimension biomes, which is the dimension that probably needs the most help. Some of the overworld biomes also feel a little bit repetitive, with some that already exist in the base game, and when choosing which biomes to showcase, I actually skipped over a bunch of them. That being said, right now I do put the region's Unexplored biome mod a little bit higher than the Biomes O Plenty mod. For the final mod of the day, we have the massively popular Oh the Biomes We've Got mod. Starting first with their Dead Seas biome. Wow, just look at this terrain generation. We haven't seen anything like this from the other mods. This is just super cool. This is also the first water heavy biome we've seen so far, although we are still above the surface. What a feeling this is. This takes the crown as the top overall biome for me now. Let's come out here and get another view. Man, super cool. Real strong start, but as awesome as this place is, we got a bunch more places to look at. Next up, we have the Jacaranda Jungle. Clearly a deep purple theme here. Can't wait to get down there and see what it's like on the forest floor. Alright, this seems like a okay path. Hup! Okay. Ow. Right, one more. Ow. Ooh, very cool. Very cool. It's like a fantasy book down here. So, looks like there's two types of tree colors and some darker oak logs down here. I like how the trees have wider trunks. Okay. A flower, a ravine. Some mushroom generation too. Really gives off a fairy tale vibe. Very nice. Let's see what kind of wood this is. Okay, jungle log. What are these items here? Okay, so there's some new items in this biome as well. Look at this view. I could build a lake house and retire here. Alright, that about does it for this biome. Another solid entry for this mod. I don't know if I'm just getting lucky or if all the biomes are this top tier. Now we have the Rainbow Beach. This umbrella and carpet layout here I built myself, so it's not part of the biome, but I wanted something to chill on. Umbrella is a bit scuffed, but whatevs. What a cozy little area. I like how the sand colors here look. They're a much more subtle color. And the water generated really nice here too. Let's go for a dip. Whee! Ooh, even the fish down here are colorful. Alright, I like this spot. Quiet and peaceful. So maybe not as awesome as the first two, but still a cute little biome. Let's now move on to our final one. For this final biome, we have the Akatama Outback. I don't think I would want to live here, seems a bit too dry for me. Alright, let's see what this place has got. What? Wait, what's going on? Almost died in some quicksand over there. Nice little touch, but now let's actually look at the biome. I like these little trees here. Look at this little arch, another one. Reminds me of the Dead Sea one. I think that's actually one over there, but okay. Alright, pretty cool area. Oh my god, this place is so dangerous. What we need now are some, wild animals to attack me. It's a good looking biome. The first desert one we've had in this video. It reminds me of the Lion King, some of the trees here. Speaking of, there is a suspicious amount of greenery here for a desert. But I guess it looks nice regardless. That does it for this biome. Let's get into our review next. So, what's the verdict for the The Biomes We've Gone mod? Starting first with the pros. Number 1. This mod has hands down my favorite overworld biomes. Most of them are really well crafted and fit into the base game very well. Number 2. There is awesome terrain generation that the other mods do not have. And number 3. There's a surprisingly large number of biomes to explore while maintaining a high quality. Now getting into the cons. This mod required a few more companion mods and was a bit harder to get set up. Given how much more there are to some of the biomes, those of you on potato computers might have some performance issues. And finally, it only adds biomes to the overworld, leaving the nether and the end the same as the base game, so you will need to add on even more mods if you want to change those up. In conclusion, which popular Minecraft biome mod is the best? Well, it's a complex answer and ultimately it is an opinion. For me, the biggest question is how many other mods are you willing to add? Overall though, I would rank the mods like this. Number 1 would be the Regions Unexplored mod. That's the right balance between good biomes and having coverage for the overworld and the nether. Although it doesn't do anything for the end dimension, you can find other mods to beef that up. Number 2 would be the The Biomes We've Gone mod. This one has the best overworld biomes, but doesn't have anything for the nether or the end. It also takes longer to set up and might have performance issues. And then number 3 would be the Biomes O Plenty mod. Although this one has arguably the most content covering all 3 dimensions, it feels a bit more dated and the biomes aren't as cool as the other 2. So that's it for the video. Leave a comment with what your favorite biome was and be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. See you in the next one.